Hello, everyone. This is Jeff Rumberg. I'm a managing partner with MetricNet, and today I'm excited to announce that MetricNet's Contact Center Balance Scorecard is now available for download. This out-of-the-box tool enables you to easily track and trend the performance of your contact center. We've designed the scorecard to make it as easy as possible for you to populate, update, and maintain. Now, the scorecard's in Excel format, so let's take a look at that right now. When you open the file, you'll be on the Initial Data Entry tab. But I want to point out that over on the far left-hand tab, we've got definitions for every metric included in the scorecard. And right next to that, we have a sample scorecard. We included this so that you could see what the finished scorecard is going to look like each month. This gives you a visual of what your month-over-month scorecard is going to look like each time you populate it. Now, if we quickly take a look at the Initial Scorecard tab, you're going to notice that there's no data in here just yet. And so what we're going to do is go through an example of how we're going to create your monthly contact center scorecard. First thing we do is go back to the Initial Data Entry tab, and let's start by naming this scorecard. Let's name it the Acme Corporation Contact Center. And we're going to make up some data for this particular scorecard for this particular month. Let's say we're handling 50,000 contacts per month, and that we have a handle time of 5 minutes, an agent head count of 42, an estimated annual salary of $35,000 annually. That's entry-level salary for an agent. Let's assume further that we have a 90% customer satisfaction, a 75% first contact resolution rate, an 80% job satisfaction, and a 40-second speed of answer. Now, you'll notice that as I was entering that data, there were some calculations being made down here. Our scorecard is set up to automatically calculate any what we call compound metrics, which would include your estimated annual operating expense, your cost per contact, and your agent utilization. One important implication is that you don't have to spend a lot of time and effort to update your scorecard each month. All you need to do is input a few basic pieces of information. Now, in addition to the calculations for cost and utilization, there were some other things that were happening in the background as I entered this data. If we go back now to the initial scorecard, you will notice now that it looks a lot like that sample scorecard I showed you earlier because we've now populated it with your data. Here's your cost per contact, your customer satisfaction, your utilization, your first contact resolution rate, your job satisfaction, and your speed of answer. Now, the thing we need to do is add a month to this. So April. So that's our scorecard for the month. Now, the chart to the right has also been automatically updated. And what this does is it shows you how your performance this month compares to other contact centers in our benchmarking database. So this is real benchmarking data over here. It comes with the scorecard, and you can see that Acme Corporation's contact center has performed quite well. Their balance score is 72%, and that puts them in second place. You can see that the average score, the red dashed line, is about 52%. The high score, which is contact center number 8, was 75.2%, and the low score, contact center number 15, was at 18.4%. We'd recommend including this chart in your next monthly report. But that's not all, because the scorecard also gives you the ability to track and trend your performance over time. So let's continue with our example. We're going to jump ahead to this tab that says month 2. We've carried over the logic from your initial data entry, so once again, there's no need to make any calculations yourself. Our scorecard does all that for you. All you need to do is enter the current month. Since the last one was April, this is going to be May. And when we click Jump to Data Entry, we go right down here to the data entry for the month of May. Now, we're going to make up some different data, a little bit different from the first illustration. We're going to assume now that we're up to 55,000 contacts per month and that our handle time has dropped to 4.5 minutes, that our head count is the same at 42, that our starting salary is also the same at $35,000. Our customer satisfaction, let's assume that's dropped to 82%, and our first contact resolution rate has dropped to 65%. Our job satisfaction now is at 68%, and again, these are just made up numbers for illustrative purposes, and let's assume our ASA has gone up to 50 seconds. Well, what's happened here is that we calculated a new balance score for the month of May. That number is 62.3. Our position has now dropped to number 4. So compared to the peer group, we've dropped from second place. Here's the initial scorecard, second place. Here's month 2. We're now in 4th place. Now, to see what's happening month over month, we've got to go to the Scorecard's Trends tab. And what we're showing here is the scorecard trend for the overall balance score. Now, what I've done for this video is populated a few of the months going forward just so I could show you this section of the scorecard so that you can see how easy it is not just to determine every month what your balance score is, but also trend your performance over time. We can not only get a trend in the balance score, we can get a trend in each metric in the balance score. Here's the trend in cost per contact, the trend in customer satisfaction, the trend in agent utilization. Here's first contact resolution rate, here's job satisfaction, and here's the trend in speed of answer. The simple fact is this: MetricNet's contact center balance scorecard will dramatically improve your ability to answer 2 critically important questions. First, how is your contact center performing in any given month? And secondly, how is your contact center trending over time? So what are you waiting for? I want to encourage you to visit metricnet.com/CC Scorecard and download your contact center scorecard calculator today. This is Jeff Rumberg from MetricNet. Thank you very much.